it's Living Young Country Girl, and we are going to go over the Good and the Beautiful Handwriting Level 4. This one is a little bit different. If you saw my handwriting level 1, this one has almost like a thick plastic. It's still cardboard, but it almost has like a plastic feel to it. And you can see this one opens from the side versus flipping from the top. I don't know if they're going to switch the level 1 that was a lot softer to this style, or if they're keeping it this way. I don't know if there's a reason for that. I know some people say they prefer this because if you're left-handed, these spirals can kind of get in your way. But for us, it hasn't been an issue. I like this one. It feels thicker and harder, but that's just the cover too. So that might be something that's changing, but I absolutely love it. So this is the level 4, the Good and the Beautiful Handwriting. If you're not familiar with the Good and the Beautiful, I will put a link in the description box below to their website. They have handwriting. They're starting out in math. They have amazing science courses. They're getting an art and a craft courses, I believe, as well as their language arts is phenomenal. We have slowly switched over from other curriculums that we've been trying over the last few years to pretty much whatever we can. We're doing the Good and the Beautiful. Unfortunately, because my kids are older in math, we can't do their math. I wish we could, but it's just not going to work. So we had to choose a different curriculum for that. But so excited about the handwriting and the language arts. My daughter can have really beautiful handwriting when she chooses to take the time to do it, but a lot of times she just gets kind of sloppy. So I wanted to go ahead and start her at handwriting with the introduction to cursive versus getting her just started in cursive. I wanted her to really perfect her handwriting because we didn't spend a lot of time doing handwriting in the earlier years, and I can see that now it's kind of hard. I love handwriting. I've always had nice penmanship, and I want that for her as well. It's definitely not fancy or anything, but it's very nice penmanship. So and again, if I take my time, so I was really happy about that. So with the level 4, it goes through and it gives you, because you're covering both print as well as cursive, I like that it has a reference for both of them. And then you start out with an assessment, and again, if they needed help on certain ones, you could have them write those as well. I looked at her assessment and I was like, let's go over these words, and so that's what we did. And that's pretty much how you start out your handwriting, is going through some assessments. If you saw on my other one, they had the assessments at the back of the book, and I like that they put them in the front of the book so you kind of go through them sooner. We went through a couple, and then we kind of pretty much dove right into it. So here is the first lesson, and this, it says, write the scripture from Psalms 100 in your best handwriting. And so she went ahead and wrote that. And then it says, write your 2 favorite animals. So she wrote her sentence there. And yes, I noticed she put wolves instead of wolves, but we were talking about handwriting, not on spelling. So we talked about it, but I didn't have her correct it. And then here she had to start writing her cursive letter A. So it goes over your print, and then it introduces her to cursive. So it's done in a very slow, not too overwhelming manner. And I like that. And then here, because she's at higher level, she has actual words that she's writing, and she writes them down here, as well as you're getting into the higher numbers that you're learning, 11, 12, 16, 20. So she's doing that, and then she had to draw a picture. And then here we go. She had to write a poem, which I really enjoy, and then she practiced she just basically copied it, you know. And it looks like this to me, I'm like, her handwriting looks really good. You know, when she tries, she can do really good. And then she was practicing her letter A. The other great thing is, I love this part about it. So here she's writing a sentence, and it says, a noun is a word for a person, place, or thing. So again, we are re-emphasizing what she's learning in her language arts. So I love that because it goes through and it kind of reminds them what they're learning in their language arts. And then here she has her A, but then she's also being introduced to the letter L. So again, it's really nice and slow, and it goes through. They also have sometimes a scripture verse. Right here she has a scripture verse that she had to write. And then here she has A, L, M, N, O, and S. So she did L a bunch of times, and then just kind of had the other ones, you know, once, and then she can color the picture. A lot of times my kids don't color the picture because our devotions last about 10 minutes and they don't have time to. So I tell them if they want to come back and color it, they can, but we're moving on to the next subject. So it's kind of something that they can come color later, but they don't have to. And here again, it says, copy the poem using your best handwriting. So here she's learning poems and she's learning how to copy work. If you guys are familiar, copy work is a great way to learn proper punctuation and how things flow. And then here again, we have a subject is who or what is acting or being in the sentence, and a couple cursives, and we're also getting into some lowercase. So that's kind of how the book progresses. It's not super overwhelming, I feel. It goes really nice and slow without like just repetitive writing and writing and writing. So I was trying to find a little bit more towards the end of the book so you can kind of see a little more. It really doesn't advance to harder, more difficult as much as it just keeps repeating. This is towards the end of our lessons. So here she's going to be actually putting cursive into sentences, learning how they all connect together and repeating it that way and then practicing that. So by this point in the book, there is no more print. It's all done in handwriting. So by the end of the book, you've kind of gone through your print, you're switching over to all handwriting, and it really just is a great way to, well, I shouldn't say that. Here on the very last page, they actually put some print again. And this time they have, this is my last page, but in cursive. So it really goes through and it really just gives them, I think, a great foundation if they have had some problems with some of the things. You know, I can't get over it. Here, like she can draw. So she can do a bird, and it, you know, talks about how you can draw with the squares and how you copy, you know, to keep the sizing and every proportion all the same. So I absolutely love it. I've been super happy with their handwriting, and I've seen a huge improvement in both of my kids' handwriting by using their handwriting. Even though, whoops, it's done in maybe 5-10 minutes, it's making a huge impact on their handwriting. So nice face there. So anyways, that is my kind of review and flip through of the Good and the Beautiful handwriting level 4. If you guys, again, are interested in the Good and the Beautiful, you can check out the description box. I will be sure to put a link to their page. I am not being sponsored. I bought all this curriculum myself. This is 100% my opinion and my review. You know, no coercing here, just absolutely loving it. Not saying that that's wrong. I absolutely love when people are offered that opportunity. I just wanted to let you guys know that this was something that we bought with our own money. So this is 100% just my opinion, my review. And because I've been so excited about it, I just wanted to keep sharing it with you guys, and we can just keep buying more and more of the curriculum. So obviously I'm super excited about it. So there you guys go. That is, again, my review of the Good and the Beautiful level 4 handwriting. This is her book. We are going to be finishing this out as the summer continues, because we did start at the middle of the school year, but I think it's just a great way, again, in 5 to 10 minutes to really practice that handwriting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I like to do homeschool videos on Sundays, as well as I have different videos throughout the week on essential oils and healthy living, on family traveling, Disneyland, and we live on a little hobby farm. So I also talk about our animals and how we care for them, and things like that. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, be sure to subscribe, turn on that bell so you don't miss a single video, and we'll see you guys all again real soon. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.